From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Value 3. Value 3. Value 1.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Goff now looks to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's second down. On early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rush in. Rush in.
17. 17. 17.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Value 1.
Slant. Check 99. Check 99. Show it up. Show it up.
Go, 12. Let's go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
14. 14. Hey, Stu.
56. Right here, right here. 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Super 66.
You pop. Jack.
There's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Ginn.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready? 95, 56. 95, 56. 21, 21.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Natson. That'll be put in the books as a 53. Punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 15, check 15.
Now it's gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Here we go. 76. 76. Value 1.
Out of the gun. Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hold on. Check.
Hey, get him. You got him.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Oh, he shifts past him. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Super.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Maverick.
Kill. Turn up.
Hey, kill.
Watch the safety creep. Under crunch.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now it's Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, let's go. Watch it.
Super one. Hey, 5.
Flare.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Not 180.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Gurley. It fights through 1 man. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run. It's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the...
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check tight. 58, boy, 58.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets gets the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Natson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check motion. 49, check 49, check 49.
Watch twins.
Check 37, check 37.
Shiv, watch the shiv.
Kill.
Goff now to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
56. Whip. Watch the whip. Hatch it.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch the pass.
2.
SOS.
3rd and 2. Gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Cut. 120.
56 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Maverick.
Alert 3.
What's that?
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Ric Flair.
Come to our world. We want
Now gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
One play has them up past the 4. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Complete. Smith has it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10.
20.
Right there, 56.
So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Saints.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, alert three. Jam.
Hardball.
On second down now. It's Henderson, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Kill.
Maverick wall.
Kill. Hold the look, hold. Kill. Big ass.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We go. Safe. Whirling.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run once more with Henderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Don't get nervous.
5.
Check three. He's coming.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a carry for Brown. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
4 now.
Check hot route. Hot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
10 more yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
DC.
At the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score Rams 17, Saints nothing.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm about to take you to school. Kill.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Watch the out. Slim.
Watch out.
Chester.
Check 25.
Shell.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Saints. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. To throw, Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Super. Coming. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 3.
Hey, Shell.
Twist. Watch the twist. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Again, it's Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Shell.
Check 4. Under 10.
11. 11.
Check 13. Check 13.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. A win would be their first of the young season. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get in that hole. Check 3.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Watch the ship. Shell. Check. Lucky. 12.
Goff now to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Henderson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ric Flair. Value 3.
Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have...
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10.
We go good. Value three. General West.
On first down, it's Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for L.A., they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,